Jonathan Ross interviewed Don Johnson.
The rumour is that you are the best endowed man in show business.
It cost me plenty to start that rumour.
And Don Johnson said, yeah, it cost me a lot of money to start that rumour. October 19th 2025, Auto Trader. Used EVs selling at record speed with Tesla Model Y hottest car this October. Electric vehicles are selling faster than ever, taking just 23 days to leave the forecourts, the quickest on record across all fuel types. The top 4 fastest selling used cars this month are all middle-aged 3 to 5 year old electric cars, with Tesla Y in the top spot, selling in just 11 days on average so far in October. Price parity between 3 to 5 year old used EVs and petrol cars drives surging electric vehicle demand. Now don't forget, when the petrol and the EVs cars were new, the EVs cost thousands and thousands of pounds more than the ICE car, and now they're the same price used, because if they were still thousands and thousands of pounds, you would buy an ICE car. The only way they can make EVs sell is on price. Not by your heart, not by I really want one of those like things that look like an air conditioning unit. It's got to be on price. Not only is it got to be on price, but it's got to be accompanied with a load of lies to persuade you to dip your toe in the water and take your chance. Now I'll also show you, and I have shown you in the past, where they say that 9 out of 10 EV owners never look back. That's not the truth. When you check the auction sites, the private to trade auction sites, you see there's a much larger average of EVs for sale within a few days of the owner getting it, a few months. And when you consider that they're on finance too, or some of them are on finance, that means that the owner really, really wants to get rid of it. Otherwise, you just put up with it. But when it costs you money to get rid of a vehicle, you know that that owner did not like the vehicle. He did look back. He looked back and he put the EV in the rear view mirror of his ICE car that he just bought, and probably breathed a huge sigh of relief that he didn't lose any more money to get back into a vehicle that actually suits his needs. So let's just have a look at this. Top 4 fastest selling used cars this month are all middle-aged 3 to 5 year old electric cars. That's 19th of October, and it's Auto Trader, the biggest name in the UK motor trade, Auto Trader. They've just announced even bigger profits today. Mark Palmer, key spokesperson, head of strategy and insights. The data tells us one thing loud and clear: consumer confidence in used EVs is growing fast, with electric models consistently selling faster than any other fuel type. Buyers have clearly found their sweet spot in the 3 to 5 year old segment, where pricing and value make them a hugely compelling option. Not because they want them, not because they like the look of them, not because they want to drive it, not because they like the engine sound, not because they like all the gadgets in, which is some other bull that they come out with. Pricing and value, that's it. It's money. Given it's still a new frontier for many retailers, some trepidation in selling EVs is understandable. But the rapidly expanding size of the market, because it's a tiny market, the market's tiny, it's not rapidly expanding, but when you put the expansion in a percentage, because it's only a small number to start off with, the percentage looks like it's rapidly expanding, but it's not. Last year, all the EVs, all the used EVs that sold were only half what the used vehicle market expanded by. 2.5%, 2.55%. The market expanded by 5.5%, which meant also the expansion of ICE vehicles was bigger than all the EVs that sold. And they forget to tell you that, don't they? But the rapidly expanding size of the market and the indisputable levels of consumer demand make them a very strong opportunity, especially within middle-aged cohorts, where given the choice, consumers are choosing electrics. No, they're not. They're just not. They're just not. The figures show that the ICE market is massive compared to EVs. So no, they're not. Even if it's gone up to 5% now, there are 95% more ICE vehicles being sold than EVs. So no, it's not. So then the next one is car dealer. This one is James Baggett, 6:25 a.m, October the 31st. Electric car prices rocket as used car prices are on the rise once again. Latest data shows used car prices have risen again in October, up on average 1.2%. Yawn. Yawn. And I'll show you another reason why. Electric car prices surged the most, rising 2.9% during the month. Third month in a row that Picasso has seen used car prices rise. Watch our video interview about the latest used car prices above. But electric car prices have rocketed the most. They've rocketed the most. And do you know why they've rocketed the most? Should I tell you why they've rocketed the most? Because no gives away a electric charger, a home-fitted electric charger on an ICE vehicle. Nobody says if you don't want the electric charger, we'll knock you £750 off. But the biggest player in the market who's selling used EVs, I've not looked, let me just go in, Auto Trader, are you plugged in yet? Not in a good way. Search 31,216 cars, so they've gone up again. There's more on the market. Then we'll just go, we want the most recent because the relevant search, even though they've released 2 videos to tell you how good the relevant search is and that rocket scientists are working on the relevant search.
Search Advantage is something you only get with our prominence packages. Basically, it gives you an advantage in search and leads to you ranking higher than the competition. And naturally, the higher the package, the higher the search advantage.
We've got an incredible team of scientific minds working on search. It's not quite rocket science or brain surgery, but we do have an astrophysicist and a neuroscientist working on it. So close enough.
The relevant search is not relevant to you. It's relevant to how much the dealer is paying Auto Trader to promote their vehicles, right? It's not relevant to you. Don't look at it. Go into most recent. You go into most recent. First of all, if you've got Auto Trader Price Tracker, if you've got Chrome and you download the Google extension, Auto Trader Price Tracker, it shows you how long the vehicle's been in stock, because you really need to do that, because even if you do most recent search, Auto Trader will sprag your search up by putting what they want you to see first. Not what you want to see, not what you've searched for, what they want you to search. I have an ad blocker which was made specially for me because I can't stand Auto Trader's search. I can't stand it. It's stupid, it's irrelevant, and it shows me stuff that I've actually put in the search engine that I don't want to see, but they still show you. No wonder the prices have gone up. We go to year and we go up to 2025, and then mileage, we'll just put, well, no, I won't. Let's have a look at this first. So there's 25,000 cars. The first 2 look, they've not even got photos of. What a disgusting search this is. And then you've got Arnold Clark's. Arnold Clark. Oh look, Arnold Clark. So that's advertised at £38,998. But it's not £38,998. That 3,000 Arnold Clarks, the ones that make the most profit, are advertising this EV at £3,603 below market average. Do you think they'd do that if EVs were flying off the shelves? Do you? But it gets worse. So that's £3,603 below market average, and there we go, it's a lower price. Here we go, description. Enjoy a £750 discount when you buy a used electric vehicle from Arnold Clark or a home charger with Bumblebee. Don't forget, we guarantee the best used car deals in the UK. So, you know, your silly 1.2%, what's 38,998 times 1.2% equals £467. Now, that's on a £40,000 car. On a £15,000 car, it's a heck of a lot more, isn't it? So shove your 1.2% rise. ICE cars have gone up in value, EVs haven't. EVs are selling way, way below retail price. They're selling way... If I was Auto Trader and I saw that my algorithm was showing that Arnold Clark is selling their vehicles for £3,600 less, and when you take into account the £750 more, that's £4,300 odd pounds less than our algorithm values that vehicle at. Arnold Clark, the biggest name, or second biggest name probably, the ones that make the most money probably every year, they don't make the most money by selling vehicles at £4,300 cheaper than what they should be. So honestly, when you're doing the search, don't look at the AT price. Don't look at it, because it will confuse you. Do a most recent search of the cars you want and then go through and see who's advertising what and which is the best value. Don't pay any attention to prices these days. Don't pay any attention to cap. Cap are way off on EVs. I'm embarrassed for them. It's that bad. You know, how can you do that? How can you put your name to that valuation? It's ridiculous. Car dealer there. Electric car prices have rocketed. AM Online. This is 4th of November. We're the 8th of November. Dramatic EV resurgence powers used car market recovery. Finds Picasso. Again, it's Picasso, so I won't go through that too much. But what I will do, used EV values surged 2.9% in October, adding around £600 on average. The biggest increase of any fuel type for the second month running, according to new data from Picasso Vehicle Intelligence. Where did they get the data from? You wouldn't by any chance get a spreadsheet off Arnold Clark, would you? The turnaround follows months of sustained depreciation in the electric segment as affordability and consumer confidence begins to converge, making many popular EVs appear increasingly attractive to buyers. What, you mean like £4,300 less than retail? Because there's such good sellers? The surge in value helped make the £10,000 to £20,000 price range the fastest growing segment in the used car market last month. Fastest growing, again.
These are small, but the ones out there are far away. Small, far away. Forget it.
It's only a little amount. So when it does grow a bit, the percentage looks like it's a big amount. But if you did the numbers, you'd go, oh God, that's not a story. That is Don Johnson starting a rumour. He didn't really start the rumour, by the way, he was just joking, I'm sure. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.